Hey guys, it's Sh0tee here. Welcome to episode 57 with Sit Down with Sh0tee. Today I'm going to be playing Turbo Trucks for the PS2. Basically, after the last episode, I really wanted to see if I could find a decent Phoenix produced game for the PS2. So, in fact, they even have games on the PS1, so I might check them out sooner or later as well. But yeah, basically, I want to see if they've ever made like a decent game or like a playable game that's not either boring or absolute shit. So basically, going to be going ahead and playing on Turbo Trucks. Seemed like a pretty interesting, well, not an interesting game, but you know, I don't really know if you can fuck up a racing game too much, if I'm going to be completely honest. So we'll see how it deals with this. I'm hoping it's not too bad, but I'm not expecting the most, because it seemed pretty budget. Oh my god, the graphics are horrible. Yeah, not gonna lie, these graphics do not look promising. In fact, they're just reusing the music from the intro screen as well. Okay, I would make a complaint about the trucks turning really slowly, but to be honest, they are trucks, so I'm ready to let that one fly, because, well, you know, the trucks are not really supposed to have like the greatest steering ever. So I will say, it's looking like a, I don't know, maybe a little bit boring. Yeah, I did make a mistake though, as you can see. I'm gonna, the collision, the physics, like collisions and everything don't actually seem too bad. Like, they don't spin out widely or do nothing. Like, you can actually tell, like, it'll like almost feel like a real crash. Well, maybe not real, because it'd probably spin out a lot easier if you actually hit the back end of the truck in real life. You're going at like 80 miles per hour. And I really don't know why they do miles per hour, at least the default anyway. I'm not going to check the options so you can change kilometers, but I believe it's the European only release game, so I don't know why they use miles per hour instead of kilometers per hour. I'm pretty sure Europe uses kilometers per hour. Anyway, it's a minor nitpick, like, you know, the actual playability of the game, it's actually not too bad. The main thing is the graphics and the fact that it seems quite boring, because you're not going at like breakneck speeds or anything. Like, you're not going at breakneck speeds or anything. There's no weapons or anything, so basically just going around this, you know, course with not much environment to it either. So how do I look behind, by the way? I don't think you can if I'm... Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so select button resets you back into the truck if you really need to. So yeah, I've accidentally found that out. There's no option, it looks like, so yeah. Oh god, I just realised how much the truck sounds like shit though. I've definitely not got the truck engines right. You can barely hear it under the music, but the music did like fade out for a little bit then, and you could actually really hear the truck engine, and it did not sound good at all. But yeah, this game, I don't know, it just seemed really boring to me. Like, it doesn't really have anything like to grip you in. And the music just seems really repetitive. You hear it in the intro screens as well, so... Anyway, I finished first, by a long way it seems like, so... Yeah, it did not give me too much competition there. Then again, this is the Amateur Cup, so I'm assuming it gets a little bit harder once you get into the later stages. Oh, so this looks like it's the exact same course. Exact same environment, the exact same music as well. So yeah, this is gonna have a problem. Oh my god, that one truck there just made the same mistake. Well, he's managed to get hit twice. So I don't know if it's like a bug where it automatically happens, or... So yeah, this seems like way too repetitive. Because the exact same environment, it almost looks like the exact same course. I don't think it is, but... No, it didn't, because I don't believe in that log being there, like at the... And this is like... I don't no, is this like reversed? Oh no, it could be like a reverse variation of the same track. Don't quote me on that, but I think it might be. It's kind of a shame because I want to race on more tracks. And the music's the exact same as well, so that's quite bullshit as well. Let me see if I can spin this truck out just for... Alright, so I've managed to get that far. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, it's fucking stuck. I can at least reverse out of it, but... Yeah, I figured I have to make some sort of entertainment value out of this and do something a little bit differently. But yeah, this game's not really fun at all, like... God, I keep saying like, this game's just really repetitive and boring. Like, there's nothing new to it. I'll admit, for Phoenix games, seems a lot better than Extreme Sprint, which actually had like legitimate like bugs and shit to deal with. But this shit has the problem with being like boring and repetitive. Which, you know, for a Phoenix game, then it's a little bit of a step up them because at least it's not total dog shit, but. Yeah, definitely not like something you could like go ahead and absolutely look forward to playing either. So I definitely prefer this over Extreme Sprint 30-10 any day of the week. I hope I do get some more levels though, and the music does change. Whether the finish line could be coming up pretty soon because I did finish the last race at about 2:36, so hopefully around this corner maybe will be the end. I don't know, but I should be seeing the finish line very soon. And I think this is actually a completely unique track, so I may have been wrong about, you know, the actual reverse course thing, but it's saying that is definitely the exact environment, so we'll see if we get the same with this. Oh no, we get a different environment. Let's see if the music changes now. No, the music does not change. This is the only track in the only music track in the game, so definitely a shame there. Like, I mean, if the engine sounds were improved, then I wouldn't mind having like no music whatsoever. Then again, the engine sounds shit, so they probably had to have like a backing track over it, so you don't hear how shit it actually is. I mean, at least we get some different environments this time. But yeah, this is pretty bog standard. Not even gonna lie, there's not much more to say about this game. Like, nothing interesting seems to be happening. It's not challenging in any way. You don't even have to use the brake button technically, because you can just fly through this. Well, not even fly through this point. You're going quite slowly. Well, you're not even going quite slowly. You're going 80 miles per hour, but it seems like you're going much slower. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop it after, maybe not the next race, because maybe the race after that, depending on how many races there are in the Amateur Cup. So I really don't want to, because now I can absolutely think of nothing more to say, because it's way too easy for me to actually react to anything other than the fact that I'm probably going to be, I mean, I'm catching up to this truck now to get to first place, so after I get past him, I really don't know what more to... Oh well, it's an actual corner, here we go. I don't know if I'm going to have to... Oh no, I'm not going to have to brake, I don't think. Going too wide into the corner though, which is kind of exciting, I suppose. Or better not... Yeah, I had to make sure know when to pull in, because otherwise I was going to get spun out or something. But yeah, basically now I'm just basically going to be in like the lead with nothing ahead of me for like the next minute or so, so... I really don't know what to react to. I don't know what more I can say about this game. Like, yeah, I really don't know what to say anymore. Like, I don't know, it's just way too boring in to react to anything too easy, too repetitive. Probably be saying the same things over and over again. I don't know what to talk about, honestly. I don't know what to talk about. I might have to go off topic here. I've been following the college basketball a bit recently, like, because March Madness is on and all the conference tournaments have started up and some have even ended. What's the what's the one that Austin P won? Is it? Fuck, I forget what conference they won in, but they were the 8th seed and they basically won the conference tournament. So I saw the second half of the championship game. It was a really good game actually, between them and it's like MT Tennessee or something like that. I think that Austin P ended up winning by 10. Tennessee, like the Tennessean team, did have like they were going to come back. Like, oh for fuck's sake, I keep saying like they were going to come back a few times during the game, but Austin P did have like enough momentum to finish out the game, hitting 3-pointers and everything, stuff like that. There was that one guy, I forget his name. I know his last name was Savage. Was it not Adam? I forget the guy's first name, but he was hitting a bunch of 3-pointers. I think he hit like 8 or something in the game. So yeah, he went pretty beast mode. I forget the other players who played though. But yeah, Iona beat Weymouth, which I thought was a surprise. I didn't catch that game live. I saw the Weymouth. Oh, I forget who they versus. It was Weymouth versus someone in the MAC conference. It was like the first round of tournament. So yeah, I completely forget who they versed. Weymouth won by. Oh yeah, it was against Ryder. It was against Ryder. That's who they were versing. So Ryder won by like, I believe it was sort of a blowout. I forget the final score, but Weymouth did dominate throughout. What else have I seen? I mean, I follow Oregon State college basketball, so I was happy when we beat Arizona State, but unfortunately we did lose to California, so hopefully that still confirms that they're an NCAA tournament berth. Like, I really want it to happen. So I want to be able to follow my team throughout the NCAA tournament. We haven't made one since 1990. Like, I'll admit, I've only been a fan since like the beginning of this year. Started out with football because I watched Oregon State versus Weber State in college football. So I just started following Oregon State from there. The only college sport I don't follow Oregon State in is baseball, because I literally got no way of watching the game. So I follow Auburn in that case because I have access to ESPN3 and I can watch their games pretty easily. So on the SEC network. So yeah, basically I follow Auburn now. I've only actually caught one college baseball game this season though. So it wasn't an Auburn game. It was like Michigan State versus Texas Corpus Christi or something like that. Yeah, I believe that's exactly what the game was. Michigan State. Oh, yeah, Michigan State ended up winning after a pretty big 7 innings, I believe it was. I believe it was like a 5-0 innings. So yeah, basically I'm going to get more into college baseball. Like, baseball's not my favourite sport to watch, but it was okay the game I did end up seeing, so I'll probably start getting into more into that. I might watch Florida play actually, because they're the #1 ranked team. So I'll probably watch them on like a replay later on today, because I'm planning on having a pretty big day of recording games and everything, so I can get episodes down in the time, you know, stuff like that. Like, this is probably going to be uploaded today, the game I'm recording now, so, you know, Turbo Truck, but yeah, I'll probably upload this today once I've done recording everything. But yeah, so yeah, basically that's what's going on with like college sports, I suppose I'll just say. Because I really did need to segue something, because yeah, this is not very great. It's boring as hell. Basically all I'm doing is literally accelerating and steering sometimes, and that's about it. Other than the fact that I was causing collisions in the second race, but yeah, hopefully there's not long to go, because I've got no other topics to talk about, because I'm going to end this video after this race. I don't even care, like, it's probably going to be a shorter episode than most, but Like, what can you say about this game, really? Like, what more can you say about this game? It's like Extreme Sprint, you can't really talk about this game too much long because, you know, everything's pretty much been covered. So, yeah, I apologise for that. This is the thing about not knowing what I'm going to come into. You don't know what games are going to be complete dog shit or boring or really, really good. So, yeah, basically, this is one of those games that's just really, really boring. Like, I can't even fault it too much. Like, if I was listening to some like music or a podcast or something and just playing this game, then I'm actually like it a little bit because I won't have to deal with the repetitive music or, you know, the repetitive music or, you know, the fact that I can't talk about it. But, oh wow, is that it? Oh, I've already unlocked a cup anyway, so. Alright, so I've already completed the cup, that's good then. But yeah, basically I wouldn't be able to deal with like the old repetitive music or anything like that, so might be a decent game to listen to play while listening to a podcast or something like that. But anyway guys, that's going to be it for this episode. As you probably heard me talk about this video, not a very good game. Like, it's better than Extreme Sprint 3010, I'll give it that, but that's not saying much. It doesn't really suffer the same bugs, but it's just like really, really boring and repetitive, so yeah, basically I'm gonna leave it at that. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and yeah, I'll see you guys for episode 58 in the next couple of days. I'll say I'll probably go record it actually, you know, straight after this. I'll try and find a game to record, but yeah, basically it should be coming out in the next couple of days for you guys, and yeah, I'll see you then.